We are in Carlisle, Pennsylvania today as guests of Verizon and ECI Wireless to take a closer look at this brand new 150-foot Sabre monopole getting delivered and stacked. This is the next installment of our Safety Climb video series, and today our focus will be in the installation of a new safety climb as part of the erection of a new monopole. This tower, manufactured and supplied by Sabre Industries, is supplied with a Perfect Vision safety climb. While Perfect Vision is the manufacturer of the Safety Climb Max, the information shared in this video will hold true to many of the other wire rope safety climbs manufactured by others. Above all, remember, communication is the key, and understanding the manufacturer's requirements as well as the intended use of the structure will set everyone up for success. As discussed in other videos of this series, it is important to highlight the intended use of the structure. The primary function of these structures is to support antennas and other telecommunications equipment used to deploy wireless networks. Due to the structure's intended use, it is sometimes necessary to install equipment in a manner that obstructs the climbing path or even the wire rope safety climb. The key is that when we are installing a new safety climb or installing appurtenances such as mounts on a structure with an existing safety climb, that we do not cause any damage to the safety climb, the structures, or the equipment installed. It is also critical to recognize that the competent men and women who work on these structures perform many different scopes of work, and as a part of that, planning for safety is paramount. These competent persons will develop a fall protection plan for the work to be performed, and it will account for the different types of fall protection that may be required, as well as the use of the wire rope safety climb. Alternative methods for navigating obstructions is a part of the planning by these competent men and women. TIFonline.org hosts a suite of resources for our industry to utilize, including a white paper on climbing facilities and this video series, among many other topics. Be sure to check it out. Now, with all of this in mind, the great team from ECI is unloading this brand new monopole manufactured by Sabre Industries. In preparation for the stack, it should be noted that a full inventory took place, allowing effective communication if there are any observed issues or questions. The team from ECI has visually inspected the Climb Max safety climb assembly. They are installing the head assembly on the top section of the pole as a part of the prep process. This will allow the safety climb to be installed with the top section when it is hoisted into place based on a lift plan from the crane company. It should be noted that this practice is allowed by the manufacturer as long as no excessive stress is placed on the components. During the erection of the monopole, the crew has taken the time to ensure that the pole has been properly seated at each splice using jacking where required by the manufacturer. The wire rope will be installed and then can be used as part of the fall protection plan. This owner requires wire rope guides every 25 feet to protect the wire ropes from damage. Installing a safety climb on a new structure is quite straightforward. There are no obstructions at this point to have to work around. If you take a look from the ground up, you will see a nice vertical climbing path with the safety climb centered. The safety climb can be visually inspected from the ground, and the installation works great. As the first set of appurtenances are installed, it will be vital for future crews to consider the wire rope and not create scenarios that could cause damage. Many mount manufacturers offer products that consider the wire rope and provide a means of passing the wire rope through the mount or securing the wire rope to prevent unwanted contact with structural steel. Safety climb manufacturers also offer products that may stand off the head assembly or even redirect the head assembly to facilitate a better wire rope path. Be sure to consult your supplier to learn all about the options when procuring your safety climb products. Remember that owners, carriers, end users, and the women and men that work on these structures do not want damage to anything on the site. This ranges from the safety climb to the lighting, to the structure, and even the networks installed. If something is going to cause damage, it is important to communicate with the proper responsible parties to avoid the damage. That concludes the installation of a safety climb on a new monopole. Please follow Perfect Vision, TIF, and Nate for the next video in this series. A special thanks goes out to Verizon and ECI Wireless for allowing us to participate on site here today. Additional recognition goes to Perfect Vision for sponsoring this project, and TIF, Nate, and PTS Advisors for supporting this messaging.